It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. The ever-tightening turns 1 and 2 will prove tricky in the slippery conditions here at Shanghai, and anyone that slides wide will lose a lot of time getting back on track. Turn 14 should still be the best place for overtaking, but we'll have to see some improvement in the weather before the drivers can take advantage of that DRS assistance. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Now I want to talk to you about Carlos Sainz. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. King lines up on pole position and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Vettel, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Norris and Sergio Perez, Stroll, Kvyat.
After the points. Nice start. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
Well, that might not have been the finest race in history, but there's no question it was a critical win. Ant, talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Well, keeping their tyre temperatures up in the tricky wet conditions was really important. There's not much grip out there at the best of times, and it's 10 times worse if you're out there on cold tyres. So the way they kept the rubber in its proper operating window was a huge advantage today.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. Let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed. King and